Fall is definitely in the air, but if I'm being honest, I'm not ready for summer to end. Our summer garden is still delivering. These beautiful loofahs look so amazing. We're hoping to get a good crop of those out to make sponges. But we're going to make plans now to shift into fall gardening mode. So the raised beds will have areas cleared out for us to put in the fall plants. And we're going to give it a try and see what we can do. So we are planting some carrots today. I got these at the local feed and seed and have no experience whatsoever with this variety. So they are Danvers half long. It says 75 days to maturity. So I want to get these going. The trick here is going to be keeping the cats off. So I think what I'm going to do is sow them in, cover them with a board until they sprout, and probably take this trellis and try to like deter the cats from coming in. I have never actually gotten a successful carrot crop. I mean, I've gotten a few here and there, right? But like when I actually try to have like a concentrated area of carrots, it has never went well. This is a hateful packet. Okay. So I'm just gonna, I've already wet this soil. I'm going to just like make a trench. Get everything covered up. I did refertilize, or whatever you want to call this area, with bunny manure after pulling out the cucumber plants. And then I will probably fertilize again after they start coming up because, you know, just to add more nutrient back to this area that's been depleted by the cucumbers. Hopefully this will help with the cats. I was clearing out some flowers right here and had something sting me. I don't know what it was. It didn't feel like a bee sting, felt more along the lines of maybe a caterpillar or something. So the gloves are on. This is probably the tallest coxcomb or slosh or whatever that I've ever grown. So I am going to go ahead and harvest this for drying, and hopefully it holds this beautiful color. We'll see how these side shoots do. I may end up pulling them off and shortening this. This stuff is just lovely. But I really need to make space over here. I mean, look at these beautiful blooms. So lovely. So I visited the local feed and seed the other day and got some of these starter plants. We have cabbage and spinach and broccoli and Brussels sprouts because we had a mishap with Brussels sprouts. So I'm glad that I decided to buy these Brussels sprouts just to be on the safe side. I knew that these were going to be ahead of the seedlings that I had. So I was going to like test the waters, on both. or at least have succession if they made it long enough. But now I'm thinking that these are the ones I may have to rely on. The others may bounce back, but I don't have high hopes for it. So the plan right now is to just get these in the ground where I can get them in the ground. I don't have like any beds that are empty at the moment. So we're just going to get to planting. I am reading that these Brussels sprouts like full sun. So we're going to get them right here. There is a little shade right here, so I may save this spot for something else. And we'll just put them over here. I have two different kinds of cabbage, and the box back there gets some shade too. So if it's something that does kind of like shade, or like a cooler, because I know all of these are cool crops, I'm thinking they're going to do well back there in that box. At least I really hope so. Let me get these in here. Again, this is a Brussels sprout. I think I may put I don't know. Let's read and see if anything on here likes any shade. Full sun. Full sun. I may be wrong. Maybe it's just they just like it cool, not so much shade. Yep. Full sun. So, yeah. I want to keep all the spinach together. I just don't know. I guess I could put it all up here. I make this stuff up as I go along. Okay, we've got this area planted. We have Ruby Perfection red cabbage. Then here and here are Jade Cross Brussels sprouts. Here and here are Green Magic broccoli. Here and here is an OS Cross cabbage. And here is our Early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. So we're going to see how this goes. And then the rest of these plants are just going to have to be put where I can find space for them. And this is going to be my temporary cat protection until things get a little bit bigger, and then we'll move it out. Also stuck a broccoli over here. My August garden may be wild, but one thing she's delivering on is tomatoes. They are steadily streaming in, and when I don't have time to work with them, I just freeze them. So with all the dance craziness, I have not processed any of these tomatoes. So what I'm gonna do with these paste ones is I'm going to core them a little bit, cut the ends off, and cut them in half, and I'm just gonna stick them in a freezer bag, and then that way I can use them for whatever when I get time. Ideally, I had picked some of these before they were ripe because the bugs seem to be getting to them pretty bad this year. So that's why I had them cured on the porch. And then things got crazy and I forgot about them, but that's okay. We're just gonna cut off the bad spots and keep going. And then the chickens will get to have these scraps. We just picked some more and I left those sitting on the porch. So hopefully they'll turn out all right. If you put up tomatoes I would love to know and hear what different things you put up with them. Like, are you making sauces? Are you doing salsa? Or whatever. Like, I want to know what you do, what you use them for. I would like to make good salsa. My husband is picky when it comes to homemade salsas. He doesn't like vinegar. So if he can taste any vinegar, he's out. Like, he's not gonna eat it. And when it comes to putting up salsa, what is one of the main ingredients you tend to have to use? You got it, vinegar. So I have yet to mess with that. My mom puts up salsa and she makes really good salsa, but my husband doesn't like the vinegar. These scraps will go to the chickens, and this bag will go to the freezer to be used when I have time. One of the perks to freezing tomatoes is when you thaw them, all of the water thaws out, and then you just drain it right on off to make whatever it is that you're trying to make. So, as the summer garden is transitioning into fall, we pray that you feel the goodness of God through the garden and beyond. Thank you so much for joining us again this week for another video. We hope that you'll like and subscribe so that you can catch us next week on the next one.